Hi guys, welcome to another video. This video is something offbeat and not something that I had initially planned on taking up. But I believe that given today's circumstances, it is important to talk about mental health because it is not something that is being talked about on a regular basis in India. Just for example, suppose I'm having a fever. I can actually go out to a group of 50 people and say, I'm not feeling well, fever ho raha hai, thoda tabiyat is not fine. But can you do the same with your mental health? Anyone who is feeling stressed, depressed, इतना simple नहीं है that you just go out to people and say that मुझे थोड़ा depression हो रहा है. It is actually looked down upon because people think that कुछ अगर mental if you even talk about any issue तो उनको लगता है कि कुछ problem है इसमें, or they take it very lightly only. They will never even consider it as an issue. I think that at least in today's world, mental health is as important, if not more, than physical health. And I think that we ought to, normalize talking about mental health also. And I think that is why I've just made this video. I was really, really touched by the recent event of Sushant Singh Rajput's death. And I believe that if someone as successful as, someone who is so famous, etc., they also can feel that level of loneliness, any one of us can, feel the same. And just taking a few things from my own experiences and actually reading about a lot of things which you guys have sent me, I understand that a lot of people talk about exam stress. It can be something that you put on yourself, some pressure you put on yourself, some pressure that is put on you by your parents, something that feel just because of your peer group. So all these things kind of end up accumulate and lead to something which is not really positive. And that is why let's just talk about mental health. Now, I am not any expert, but I can just take from a few examples or few experiences of my own and of others who have shared with me, and just ensure that I at least help a little bit in this aspect, if not more. So, कुछ basic चीज़ें I will talk about. As a person in this century, facing so much, competition, इतना ज़्यादा social media all day, when you kind of feel कि I don't know if I'm doing something right, सब लोग everyone is so happy and I don't know, मैं कुछ इंस्टा पे पोस्ट नहीं कर रहा हूँ, सब लोग तो ये सब कर रहे हैं, they are being so productive in this lockdown, etc. You can feel insecure, you can feel invalidated, you can feel a lot of things. And that can lead to stress, depression, sadness in general. And that is not the right thing to feel. So, कुछ basic चीज़ें as a person that you should notice about yourself. So one thing is you should be very aware about your own mental health. So try to notice few first signs, few things which you feel are not normal, which you are doing, या तुमको feel हो रहा है, or something like that. Secondly, when you realize that there are a few first signs, I will talk about them later, but when you realize that there are a few, then try to find someone जिससे you can talk in detail. Maybe कोई friend हो, any family member, anyone who can understand your situation. I know that this is difficult actually because we need to find someone जो हमको totally understand करे and not someone जो कि maybe they start making fun of us या lightly ले लिया या कुछ कर दिया. So it is tough, but if you have someone like that, then that is excellent. Just go out and talk to them. क्योंकि sometimes just talking about things, just venting out what you feel, how you feel, why you feel, ये बहुत कुछ help कर देता है. Now, if जैसे बहुत cases में होता है, if there is no one who can possibly understand you, then something that I do is that I write a diary. Now, there was a phase in my life जब I used to feel like everyone is excelling in so many things, सबका कुछ ना कुछ positive है, सब कुछ बहुत अच्छा चल रहा है, but मैं कुछ बहुत extraordinary नहीं कर रही हूँ. I'm just living the life kind of a thing कि जैसे हो रहा है वैसे हो रहा है. I started feeling very, very insecure. एंड उसके वजह से एंड आई काइंड ऑफ फेल्ट दैट कोई और मेरी एकदम दे विल नॉट बी एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड कि मैं क्या फील कर रही हूँ. एंड इट यूज टू गो फॉर डेज एंड वीक्स. एंड आई मतलब काइंड ऑफ पूरा टाइम आई वुड बी इन माई रूम ओनली एंड कुछ नहीं करना, कुछ भी करने का मन नहीं हो रहा है, एनर्जी नहीं हो रही है, इवन इफ आई एम ईटिंग वेल. सो दीज वर काइंड ऑफ फ्यू साइंस जिससे मुझे लगा कि यार दिस माइट लीड टू समथिंग बैड. I used to write my diary. तो ऐसे टाइम्स पे I especially write a lot. Because एक बार whatever you are feeling, if you write it down properly, it is kind of a vent out system. तो एक तो आपके thoughts थोड़े से वो हो जाते हैं सब कुछ, क्योंकि when you write it, so they become a little bit systematic. Then थोड़ा बहुत you can yourself analyze कि मे बी ये हम थोड़ा ज़्यादा सोच रहे थे या ये कुछ ऐसा था or something like that. So writing helps me and it might help you as well. And in case you feel that this is not helping you, this is not going well, then please visit a therapist. I know it is seen as a social stigma, it is seen as कि ये psychiatrist के पास क्यों जा रहा है, what is wrong with his brain or something. But visiting a therapist can actually help you a lot. There might be one picture you might have seen कि if I'm talking to a therapist, my thoughts are like all mingled up. But the therapist just separates them separately and finds out कि मेरे अंदर क्या emotional issues हैं, क्या problems है, something that is coming from my past, something that I'm feeling because of other people, etc. etc. In case I know therapists को visit करना is not that easy for yourself also. But there's this app called Vysa. I recently used it. It is WYSA. And in that particular app, there's kind of a chatbot which is works as a small therapist. Nahi to you can also schedule chat sessions or call sessions with therapists. And it is really economical. So something that you might want to do if you want to like stay private. Ki main if you don't want to show to everyone कि मेरे को therapist पे जाना है, but you can still contact them. So just keep these resources in mind. And there might be other apps also, it's just something that I have tried. Another thing which generally helps in keeping your mind a little bit calm is meditation. And for someone, because I started meditating around few months back, and it was super difficult because meditation में एकदम वो focus, एकदम you have to just let go of your thoughts and everything, वो बिल्कुल नहीं होता था. I tried like 4-5 different apps, सब कुछ try किया. But now slowly, gradually, I have reached a stage जब at least मैं half a minute, 1 minute, I can kind of meditate on some days. So meditation really helps calm your mind, and it can also just totally calm the negative thoughts or throw them out totally. Now I will talk about the few first signs that I said are, it might be something related to a lot of sadness and depression. You go into depression, you just do not feel like doing anything, you just do not feel like talking to anyone, kuch nahi karna hai. So that phase, if it is coming, and if it is coming for a longer time, because one day off mostly everyone of us takes कि यार 2-3 weeks में one day I just cannot do anything. But अगर वो phase it's very frequent या बहुत लंबा है, then that is something that can be seen as a first sign. Another thing could be very, very high mood swings, that sometimes you are like very, very sad, extremely sad, you just start crying on nothing, and ये सब चीज़ें, something which is peculiar, which is like something that you normally did not do. So those are the major first signs. Another thing is, as I said, that you have zero energy to work. Even if you are eating right, you're doing everything right, बिल्कुल कुछ काम करने का मन नहीं हो रहा है, उठने का मन नहीं हो रहा है बेड से. And again, if this prolongs, so this might be a sign. So just ensure that you are at least aware of your mental health. What is going on with your mind? Are you fine or not? Just ensure that. And then again, as a friend, as a family member, we should ensure that हमारे साथ वाले जो हैं, they are not feeling like this. So what to do in those scenarios? One, you need to check in on people. Now, you cannot check in on everyone, but at least the people जिनको you feel like these are the top 10 or top 20 people who talk to me and who I like to talk to, उनसे थोड़ा बात करो. Try to keep it frequent. every 10 days, every 15 days you're checking in on someone. बिकॉज कई बार ऐसा होता है हम 6 months बात नहीं करते हैं एंड सामने वाले की लाइफ में कुछ और ही हो जाता है एंड वी डोंट इवन रियलाइज दैट दे आर फेसिंग वट एवर दे आर फेसिंग. तो ट्राई टू कीप इट फ्रीक्वेंट एंड अगेन चेक इन करते टाइम जस्ट डोंट आस्क हाउ आर यू, व्हाट इज गोइंग ऑन, अच्छा और बताओ सब ठीक है एट्सेट्रा, बिकॉज ये बहुत ही सुपरफिशियल टॉक है. ट्राई टू हैव अ मोर डिटेल्ड टॉक अबाउट थिंग्स. एंड अगेन मतलब अगर आपको कुछ भी फील हो रहा है या सामने वाले को, इफ़ यू जस्ट स्टार्ट गिविंग योर ओन एक्सपीरियंसेस राइट, तो वो खुद ऑटोमेटिकली शेयर करेंगे. इफ़ यू से दैट लास्ट वीक आई वॉज लाइक रियली रियली सैड, 2-3 days कुछ भी काम नहीं हुआ, बट देन स्लोली मैंने आई रोट अ जर्नल, आई वॉच्ड 1 or 2 good movies, feel good movies, went out on a walk, did meditation and I felt better. इससे क्या होगा, दे विल वन रिलेट टू यू कि हाँ मतलब इफ दिस गाय कैन फील समथिंग लाइक दैट एंड वो उसके बारे में बात कर सकता है, तो मैं भी उससे इसके बारे में बात कर सकती हूँ. सेकेंडली दे विल फील अ लिटिल बिट मोर कॉन्फिडेंट, बिकॉज इंडिया में क्या होता है ना, आप किसी से कुछ बात करो, यू आर नॉट श्योर इफ दे विल अंडरस्टैंड इट, दे माइट जस्ट टेक इट वेरी लाइटली. आप बोलोगे यार मेरे को बहुत डिप्रेस फील हो रहा है एंड दे विल बी लाइक कि क्या हुआ, जस्ट लाइक इट विल बी फाइन, हैव समथिंग, थोड़ा कुछ देख लो, ये कर लो. मतलब they do not take it very seriously. And at this time वो depressed person they will feel like यार मेरी emotions की कोई value नहीं है, कोई समझता नहीं है, so they will not even share more. So let's not get to a state like that. Let's not take these things lightly. It is very very important that all of us know that mental health is really serious and everyone needs to take care of themselves mentally and physically. So guys, that is it from my side. Hoping that this helped you at least a little bit, and I would welcome any kind of issues, anything in my live Q&A session this Saturday. And just stay fit physically and mentally, and that is all I hope for everyone. Good luck guys.